Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if it's not your first time here, thanks for coming back. So today, I am going to be doing 3 looks with the Nomad Fêtes de Provence palette. I don't speak French. That is a fair warning for you for this video. I mispronounce every single shade that I say, so I really apologize for that. I'm super excited about this collection. As soon as I saw the preview, I knew I wanted to pick it up. I absolutely love Nomad as a brand. So they are an indie brand and they base all of their collections on different locations around the world that they travel to. The thought that goes into these palettes is absolutely unbelievable. Even when I received the collection in the mail, when you open it up, there is a whole experience to it. They put a little pouch of lavender and it's just so well thought out and well done. And on top of that, I really like their eyeshadow formula. They also released some glosses in the collection for the very first time. They never have had glosses before. So I did pick up one of the glosses. I picked up the one in the shade Miel. So this palette is absolutely gorgeous. It's got a lot of bright yet muted colorful tones, which I think is very unique. You've got pinks, you've got yellows, you've got purples, some warm tones, some cool tones, absolutely gorgeous. You have a row of shimmers in the middle and 2 rows of mattes on the top and the bottom. The mattes go from light to deep. The shimmers are different textures as well. Absolutely beautiful palette. This palette was made in China and Nomad Cosmetics is an indie brand out of Texas. I'm super excited to be creating 3 looks. You are looking at look number 3, okay? So that's a preview. Now, unfortunately for look number 1 that I created, the microphone was not plugged in. So sorry about that. You are not gonna get audio, but I can kind of run you through what I did. I used the yellow shade Miel de Lavande, which is like that mustardy yellow in the front portion of my crease. And then I used that pinky peach shade Calisson in the outer part of my crease. I then went to the more like cranberry purpley pink shade Vendange in my outer corner. And I used the shimmer shade Flute à Corset all over the lid. The pink Flute à Corset is more of like a satiny shade. It's a little bit softer, not quite as metallic, but it does have like reflex of purplish blue in there as well. And in the inner corner, I used Fleur de Mimosa, which was that sparkly yellowy to green. Oh, absolutely gorgeous metallic shade. I had absolutely no issues working with these shadows at all. And I liked that I was able to create a very colorful, fun, shimmery look with those shades. The other unfortunate thing is for look number 1, everything else that's on my face, I had created a Google Doc that had all of the other makeup on my face and somehow it got deleted. So love that for me as well. So I can't tell you what else I'm wearing on my face. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed look number 1. We're gonna go over to look number 2. Okay, we're gonna do look number 2, and I kind of want to do something a little more simple on the eyes, and I'm thinking I want to use this column. I always forget if it's column or row. Column. We're gonna start off with this shade up here called Calisson. That was really, really easy to blend out, and I love that like peachy pink wash of color. Super pretty. I'm gonna take a little pigment packing brush and I'm gonna go into the shade Macarons. Sounds delish. This more reddish pink shade. I'm gonna place that in my outer V. And after placing that there, I'm now just gonna take the same brush I used for the first color and just blend it out. No additional product, easy. I just love playing with makeup. I really do. It just gets my juices flowing, you know what I mean? By the way, as usual, I forgot to mention that I did already prime my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion Anti-Aging. Now, I would say in person that Macaron's shade pulls a lot more pink than it looks in the pan, just to be aware. Now, that may be because I paired it with the pink shade, but it definitely looks like a hot pink with a red undertone. I'm gonna go in with the NYX Glitter Primer next. I'm gonna take the shade Navets, this one right here. I'm gonna place that all over my lid. Ooh, this looks so pretty. It feels super silky. Very pretty. I like that a lot. I really like that shimmer shade. It's super pretty. As opposed to the other two shimmer shades that I used in my last look, this one is more of like a smooth metallic. It's not got that like textured feel to it, but it's just that classic smooth, still shiny, really beautiful metallic. Okay, I am going to go finish up my makeup, put on liner and lashes. I will come back, we will finish up the lower lash line and show you the completed look number 2. Okay, I'm back. I finished up the rest of my makeup. So far, I am loving this look, loving this look. So let's finish up the lower lash line. Honestly, normally I would probably just leave a blank lower lash line with this look. I think it looks really bright and fun without a lower lash line, but we're gonna do one anyway, okay? I wanna keep it a little more minimal. So I am gonna go in with the shade Macarons, super lightly on a tiny little brush. I'm gonna tuck this as close to my lash line as possible, mostly right on the outer third of my eye. And then I'm gonna take this little fluffy Alamar blending brush and I'm gonna go into that first shade, Calisson. I'm just gonna run this along the entire lower lash line. I'm gonna put in the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Good Reef in my waterline. I think for an inner corner highlight, I wanna use my face highlight just so it's super bright. I did use the highlight from Unearthly Cosmetics in the shade Golden, so I think I'm gonna pop that in my inner corner as well. Now in my first look, I used the lip gloss over a lip liner. I wanna try it on just by itself, just to see what it looks like and so you can see what it looks like as well. So this is what it looks like on its own. Now, I always wear a lip liner whenever I wear a lip product. I just like the extra little definition of my lips. So I'm gonna take this off, put BFF by ColourPop underneath it, and I'll be right back. So this is finished look number 2. What do you think? I love it. I'm so happy with this look. It's colorful, but it's a little more subtle, a little more light and bright. I think for look number 3, I really want to use this part of the palette and do something a little more smoky. So that'll be the next look that you see. So let's go right to it. Okay, so we are going to do look number 3, and I really want to use this side of the palette, more of the cool tones, the purples, the blues. So I'm gonna start off with this like lavender shade called Chant de Lavande. I know that's not right, but this one right here. And I'm just gonna place that in my crease. I have already primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Can you turn the air conditioning off, please? Yeah. So that lavender shade showed up really nicely on my crease. A lot of times with pastels, they don't show up very well at all. So I think that was really pigmented and really nice. I'm gonna go in with this deeper purple shade called Marché de Provence. It's just like this cool toned dusty purple. I'm gonna put this on the outer V as well as in the crease. Especially for like a cool toned purple that was very easy to blend. That was really nice. Now I'm gonna take this, I don't think it's quite a black shade, but it's like a super deep blue dusty navy color right here. I'm gonna place this just on my outer corner. That's very pigmented. It does look black, actually. It's hard to say, but it's a very pigmented shadow. I'm not really one for like a dark shimmer all over the lid, but I am interested to see how it's gonna look with this dark purple shimmer all over my lid. I am gonna put the NYX glitter primer on my lid first. I'm going to try to apply the shimmer with my finger first. Looks super pretty, it's super sparkly. I'm just gonna go back to that almost black shade and just intensify the outer corner a little bit. That's super pretty and sparkly. Okay, I'm going to go put on liner, lashes, and the rest of my makeup, and we're gonna finish up the lower lash line. Okay, I am back. Everything I put on my face, I will link in the description box as well. We're gonna finish up the lower lash line. I applied these lashes. These used to be like my go-to favorite lashes. They are the style Lovable from Flutter Lashes. And the way that I applied this one, it is literally stabbing me in the eye, but I am not reapplying it because it was way too good to be true. I applied it in one fell swoop and it's staying. I don't care how irritating it is. Okay, so we're gonna go to the lower lash line. I wanna take that super dark, almost black shade on a tiny little flat definer brush. I'm gonna put that as close to my lash line as possible, more on the outer edge. I'm then gonna take a little fluffy blending brush from Morphe, and I'm gonna take the shade Côte d'Azur. I'm not pronouncing that right, but this one up here. And I'm just going to run that along my lower lash line. I'm now gonna take this last shimmer shade over here. I'm gonna put it on that same flat definer brush. I wiped it off. I'm also gonna spray the brush just to try to avoid as much fallout as possible. And I'm gonna put this more on the inner part of my lower lash line. It's so pretty. I'm gonna take ColourPop's Cream Gel Liner in the shade Prance for my waterline. And add some lower lash mascara. As I've mentioned before in the palette, I am going to pull in a different palette for an inner corner shade. I want to use the Blend Bunny Blends palette, and I want to use the matte white down here on the bottom for my inner corner. On my lips, I already lined my lips with Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, and I put on the Urban Decay matte lipstick in Back Talk. And I'm gonna put the gloss over top. This is again in the shade Miel. And this is the finished look number 3. What do you think? It's definitely deep and dramatic and smoky, but I just wanted to show you that you could do lighter, more simple looks and also make it dark and deep for any kind of look that you may be going for. So let me give you my final thoughts on the palette as well as the gloss. I think both products are wonderful. I think the mattes are amazing. Like, they're very creamy, they're very pigmented, but they also are easy to blend. They end up looking like they do in the pan, which I appreciate. That is what I look for in a matte shadow, that I can build it up to actually look true to color. They're really easy to use and really wonderful, especially for colorful shades. I want them to be colorful. I don't want them to be super, super, super subtle. Now, for the shimmers, I think a few of the shimmers are different formulas, which is really nice because you get different textures. I was DMing with one of the owners of Nomad, and she was telling me that she wanted to change up the formula of the shimmers and make them a little more soft, a little more romantic. And I can definitely see that, especially with these two shimmers over here. They are a little bit more on the not satin, but a little more subtle side. Then you have this super sparkly, shifty kind of shadow here. And then these two are like true, opaque, sparkly metallics. So I really love that you get different kind of textures in here. Again, really easy to use, no complaints at all. Absolutely love this. I love the color story. When I first saw this color story, I was like, oh my gosh, that is so unique. I don't have anything really quite like this color story in my collection, and that's hard to do nowadays. So highly suggest this palette if you are interested. Of course, I will link it down below. I don't think you would be disappointed in the quality. As for the gloss, the more and more that I'm using it, the more and more that I'm liking it. I would say texture-wise, it's not like the most comfortable gloss, like it's not oily or like a Fenty Gloss Bomb, for example. You guys know I love that. But it's definitely not sticky or thick or uncomfortable. It's kind of right in the middle, like a standard gloss. But what I really love about this is how it makes my lips look and shine. It is kind of metallic, but from a distance, it just looks really glossy and shiny. I did wear this the other day, pretty much all day, and it really lasted very well. So that is kind of a pro of a gloss that's not super oily. Like it's not gonna completely come off your lips right away. So it's pretty long lasting. I love the look of the lips with this gloss on. So I don't know, I'm really glad I got this collection. I'm super happy with it. Please let me know down in the comments, did you pick up this collection? Are you interested in the collection? I would really love to know your thoughts and tell me which look was your favorite, 1, 2, or 3. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot when you do that. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe before you leave. I do upload videos weekly, both beauty and fashion videos, and I would love to see you back on my channel again. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.